All right, you guys, happy Sunday. Welcome to the batching Zoom. I'm excited to get on here and batch some content with you guys for a lot of us. This is going to be a very busy week because raise your hand, drop it in the comments. Who am I going to see at Palooza this upcoming week? I'm so excited to meet all of you. I'm so excited. Palooza was so much fun last year and I can't wait to do it all again this year. Yay. Okay, guys, make sure you come up and say hi. I'm so excited. So because so many of us are going to Palooza this week and there's just so much going on, I don't know about you guys, but I've got like nail appointments this week. I've got like a vehicle appointment. I have to pack, like we're going to be traveling. It's going to be a busy week for a lot of us. So this week more than ever, it's super, super important that we plan everything out. So we get these batched and then we get on the planning Zoom and we plug it all into what we're going to talk about on which days. Last week, you guys, I told you guys how I kind of shifted how I do things a little bit, and I started posting 2 times a day. So in the mornings, I'm posting about my products or my business, something along those lines. And then typically in the afternoons or evenings, I'm pulling from my branding fives and I'm sharing more personal things. The reason that I started doing that is because for a very long time, I was pretty much strictly business or products, right? Like every single day, that's pretty much all you saw on my social media. Of course, occasionally I was sharing posts from my personal fives. If you watch my stories, it's very personal in there. And I will tell you guys that that does work. It does. There are some people who will come to your page and they'll see one reel or one post and they will pull the trigger. That's all they needed to see. That's all they needed to know. They're ready to jump in. But there are other people who have to know, like, and trust you before they're ever going to order from you or before they're ever going to join your team. And so that's why I kind of made that shift, because I realized, okay, I've done really great doing it this way up until now. However, like I want more. I want to go bigger. So how can I go bigger? And that's getting more people to know, like, and trust me. So I recommend starting to do that. So these are obviously going to be our business and product posts. So we're going to get into this. All right, I can't read that chat right now. It distracts me. All right, so the first thing that I want to do is I want us to reflect on March. Guys, March was huge. I think for like pretty much everybody across the board, it was huge. Like we all felt the momentum. We all had these like internal shifts happening. A lot of you guys had like your biggest months, ever. A lot of lives changed. So many of you earned like these cash bonuses that are on the table. So many good things happened in March. And so I want you guys to kind of reflect on that. Like, how was it? Was it good? Was it challenging? Did you learn something new about yourself? Share about the momentum. Did you achieve any goals that you had set out for? Kind of just take these next 6 minutes to tell people how March was for you. All right, and as always, I'll put the topic in the chat. If you have questions, drop it in the chat. I'm gonna mute myself and we are going to set a timer for, I think I'm gonna start doing 5 minutes. We'll start doing 5 minutes. And just because I know that we have a lot of new people on here, what I do for when we're batching these is every single month I create a new folder within my notes, and it's always titled the month. So right now I'm in April. And then within that folder, I create another folder that is specific for my captions. And so it'll be like the week of, what's tomorrow, the 4th. So it'll be the week of like the 4th. And then I've got my 7 topics in there. So it's super easy to just go in there and grab and pull throughout the week. The topic is we are reflecting on March. All right, moving on. I think that if you guys, for those of you who are on here, we can all agree that when we take care of ourselves, like on the inside, it starts to reflect everything on the outside. So I don't know about you guys, but when I found Thrive and I started taking these products and I got around like this community, when I started feeling my body with what it needs and I started feeling good, not only did like my appearance change, right? Like I, for so long, you guys, I thought that I didn't have a before and after. And recently when I put like a photo from like a year ago next to one of like recently, I'm like, oh my gosh, first of all, you can tell I'm so much more confident because my posture is like, I stand taller. My smile is bigger. I actually like do look a lot healthier. Um, but not only does it like come out in appearance wise, I feel like everything around us starts getting better, right? Because we feel good. So then we're more motivated. We have more patience. We have more energy. So everything around us starts getting better. Our friendships, our marriages, well, marriage, I don't think I don't think we have several marriages at once, but you guys know what I mean. Our relationships with our kids, our life gets so much better because of all of these things. And I feel like, yeah, Christina, yeah, two peas in a pod. I feel like there are people that are struggling right now with those things. They need their life to get better, and I kind of want to tell them, like, hey, start taking care of yourself on the inside and watch everything around you change. So that's what we're going to talk about for these next 5 minutes. All right. So this isn't the direction that I went with that one, but as I was wrapping this up, I thought this could be a fun one to do like a zinger. So you could do like warning, like you guys know how products have like warning signs a lot of times. You could do like consumption of these products will have like everything around you like getting better. You know what you guys can see the direction I'm going with this. That would be a fun little like thing to use as a zinger. All right, so I want you guys, and again, this can go product or opportunity, but I want you guys to think back and kind of like reflect on how far you've come, because we all know it's the small victories that add up to the big ones. And like you guys have heard me say before, even if you're new or you're not really, let's say, making much money here just yet, maybe like you used to only be able to put $10 in your gas tank and now you're able to put like 25. I used to have to literally grab, like we would keep jars around the house of like change, like loose change that we found. And there was literally a time where my husband and I would have to take that, go to Walmart, go to Coinstar, put all of that money in, and then that's what we put in our gas tank for the week. Or maybe like, you used to have to put diapers on a credit card, but now you can just swipe your debit card. If you want to go product side, maybe before, like, you had a hard time finding the motivation to work out, or you would work out but they were kind of just like meh workouts, and now because of your products and because of how good you feel and all the energy you have, like you're crushing your workouts, right? Small victories add up to the big ones. And so take this time to reflect on that and to kind of like share with the world, like, hey, look at my wins. Does that make sense? All right, let's see. All right, we've got a few more, you guys. And as we're going through these, I want to remind you that if like something, if I'm saying like, oh, reflect on your wins, but something else comes to mind and you kind of have this like pull on your heart to take it another direction, go with whatever comes to mind. You do not have to follow these exactly to a T. This is just to get those wheels turning and those creative juices flowing and to get something out there. Okay. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there. So you guys know I love to do these with when I'm going through. I'm always thinking what like inspire, educate, and entertain, right? And so for this next one, I kind of want to inspire, and I kind of want to go the direction of like somebody else's win is not your loss, because I feel like there's a lot of people who see like us on social media and see what we do, and maybe they're from our hometown and they see how how you're killing it and how well you're doing and how many people from the town that you have, and they automatically count themselves out because they tell themselves like, well, like she's so successful, it's got to be saturated, and then she chops it up as a loss and she never tries this, right? Or just like in this industry in general, we've all fallen victim to the comparison trap. And so for this one, I kind of want to touch on that and kind of just give my like perspective of someone else's win is not your loss. Okay. I want you guys to think about a customer review that you've received in the past. So, like a text message that you've gotten or something like that. So, for me, like the one that comes to mind, the one that I get, I feel like the most often is like something along the lines of like, oh my God, is this real? Like, I feel so good. Or is this the placebo effect? I feel so good. So, what I want to do for this one is I want to take some customer review that I've gotten and I want to like put it in quotation marks at the beginning of my caption. And then I kind of want to go into like what I kind of want to like touch on that, like tell people what to expect. So for example, if I'm doing, that, like, oh my gosh, I feel so good. Like, is this the placebo effect? I want to tell people like, no, it's not the placebo effect. Like, this is the result of fueling your body with premium grade nutrition, of filling your nutritional gaps on a cellular level. Like, this is how you can expect to feel, sort of thing. So that's what we're going to do: customer review, and then kind of lay out what to expect from taking these products. And then we have one more after this. Just kidding, two more after this. We're almost done. All right, so this next one, we've got 2 left. This next one is going to be like, I don't need to go into detail about this. I just want you guys to share about Palooza. Like, talk about what's coming up this week, where everybody's traveling to, you know, how empowering it is to get around like like-minded, oh my gosh, like-minded people. Share with your, because a lot of people, you guys, they get into this like strictly for the community. And so, like, I know for me personally, I haven't talked about Palooza. I literally haven't said how I'm leaving for Texas in a few days. So I want to share that with my audience. So this is just going to be one about Palooza. Yes, that's perfect. All right. All right, I had to move because my laptop was about to die. Last but not least, you guys, I had said this a couple weeks ago, but I really want to make it a point to start sharing my personal testimony, my before and after, my glow up, just all of the things at least once a week in a post. And so for this next one, that's exactly what I want you to share is your personal Thrive testimony. So you guys know how we have like Lavelle has the fan page where you see like sometimes it's before and afters and sometimes like it's just a selfie or whatever. But nonetheless, you see like testimony after testimony after testimony. So that's what I want us to do. I want you to go back to your day one and I want you to share your Thrive testimony. And then after this, we will wrap it up. We have the planning Zoom in like 13 minutes, I think. I think I did the math right. So as you finish this one up, feel free to hop off so that you can give yourself some time in between Zooms to hop on and then plug in, what days you're going to talk about what photos you need based off of these captions, what reels you need to create, that sort of thing. Like I said, it's a busy week for a lot of us. So really, really like take that extra step and set yourself up for this upcoming week. All right, you guys, we are going to go ahead and close this up. I just want to leave you guys with failing to plan is planning to fail. So if you are on here and you have your captions and you have your topics, make sure you make it a priority to hop on to the next one in 8 minutes. Like I've said before, I know like 2 hours on a Sunday morning seems like a lot, but it really does save you so much time in the upcoming week. Christina and I can get on every single Sunday morning and we can give you your topics and we can help you plug them into your calendar. But throughout the week, we cannot do the posting for you. That is on you. So really make sure that you are waking up each morning, looking at what you're posting about that day, and make sure that you actually do it. Hold yourself accountable. All right, I will see you guys in Texas in a few days. I'm so excited to meet you guys. I hope that you have a good rest of your Sunday, and thank you for planning with me, batching with me. Batching, planning, same thing. Bye, guys.